St. Louis is playing today. Vancouver's playing today.
Yes.
The top 4 teams to the second period over 1.5 goals are all playing. So
Yes.
do you take those top 4 teams, Chris, and just round robin them?
Yeah, so, I look at my data and determine what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do it. I like to have both teams on a positive streak. I don't wanna bet a team that's under 500 the last 10 against a team that's doing well. I wanna make sure
Right.
both teams are contributing. I wanna make sure both teams are scoring goals, especially if I'm doing the BTTS. Like, I need to make sure both of those teams are scoring and not just giving up goals. But yeah, I kinda lay it all out there, and, if people are going to the portal, my Patreon site, I do the matchups, head-to-head matchups for every game out there with data. So you
Oh,
can look at all these data points on every game head-to-head and see really where the percentages are the best. But yeah, and I identified 6 games today: Detroit, Washington, Montreal, New Jersey, Toronto, Buffalo, the Kings and the Wild,
Wild.
Vancouver, Nashville, and Philly, Edmonton. Those 6 games I have in a second period over 1.5 round robin.
Vegas and Chicago, no? Is
No.
not on the list? Wow, okay.
what do you make of
Um, yeah, go ahead.
what do you make of Minnesota? Because this team is on an 18-2 run, first period under,
Under.
but they're one of the best second period overs.
That's been historic for Minnesota. If we look back years past, they've always been a really good second period over team, and they've could have been hit or miss in the first period. So
That's
that
weird.
tells me that's a coaching style. He wants to start the game slow and not get
Wow.
run out in the first period, and then they kind of open the game up in the second period. Because that's happened probably for the last 3 years.
Wow.
Minnesota has been a
Wow.
top 5 team in the second period going over. This is the first year I've seen them be such a dominant team to the under in the first period, but that's a normal trend for them in the second period.
The chat is rolling here.